For Uke, it's difficult. All right? There's a fine line between jumping or being behind. Because we all kind of want to feel the technique. But the truth is, Uke's job is to help stay so they can get rid of tension. If you're heavy leaning on them, they're going to get tight until they get experience. And then when Eamon grabs and leans on you, you have to move here. But if you don't have experience, you won't do that. As soon as he grabs tight, you feel you have to here. That's why for training, Uke doesn't grab tight. They grab with intent and firm. Then you can feel he's pulling. You know what I mean? There's also the problem, sometimes in dojos, if they're used to getting smashed, like for Hichate Kokinage, you get to here, they've already flown away because they're worried about their elbows being smashed, which also is legitimate, right? I had a friend who trained karate and she came to work, she's a big black guy. She said, "Oh, what happened?" She said, "Oh, I missed the block." It was with her teacher. It means the teacher was an idiot, right? You have to be really careful. The potential for abuse, especially in Aikido, is really great because we're not supposed to complain. And you can't punch your senior in the mouth, whereas sometimes you should. Do you know what I mean? So the fine line, for example, if we're doing Katamochi Ikajo Osai Ni, he's on left, I'm pushing. So when he moves, 1, I block. 2, I have to bend my arm. The reason why is I'm pushing. But if we're not careful, I just come here and grab here. And then so what does he learn? Because like I said, if he grabs stiff, if he grabs stiff, you can just smash his elbow, you'll move. But here what we're trying to learn is cut out with the arm. Do you know what I mean? But if I don't push, it doesn't matter. There's no threat. Right? Who has a young child, 2 years old or 3 years old? This happened to my daughter when she was like 2 or 3. I hope it hasn't happened to you because I almost cracked my palate. She came walking in the living room with a big freaking knife like that. I mean, you know, when they ask you stuff that freaks you out, like, "Daddy, if I drink grape Kool-Aid and my pee's clear, where does the grape go?" I don't know, right? But you know, but they come out with a big knife, what do? Or they have a big pair of scissors. You ever seen kids' scissors? They're this long and they're blunt, right? They can't cut butter, right? But they do it. So I just took the knife off her. If a big, strong guy like Neil comes looking at me menacing, he's got a knife, I should have the same mentality. But you don't, because, you know, for example, in Canada, they say most people are really afraid of knives, more afraid of knives than guns. Because when was the last time any of you guys were shot? When was the last time you're cutting a carrot? You know it's the damage, right? But the thing is, if we think about its training, if he grabs hard but relaxes, then when he pushes, I can use my body turn. Now look at him, he's off balance, I don't have to do anything. So if he's too stiff, it won't work. If he's bleh, there's no threat. So all we have is that idea of the intent. Does it make sense? So you have to have that. And Uke should be moving just a little bit ahead of Shite, but too far is no good. Right? So if I take Uke for you, you won't even really feel me. Yes. That means you can relax. Do you know what I mean? If you feel you have to drag Uke flying around, you're going to start using your arms, which is okay too, but there's a better way. All right? Does that make sense? It's really hard. If I did Shomenuchi Ikajo Osai Ni Uke for you, you wouldn't even feel me. So you can just relax and work on that big posture and the big movement. As soon as you have a big kind of guy flowing around, it's hard. Right? For example, Katate Mochi, everyone does the same thing. Katate Mochi Shihonage Echi. Change your feet. When you change your feet, don't jump, please. When you jump here in the air, you're in big, big trouble. All right? So he goes from here, punches 1, 2, moves to the side, 3, steps forward. Most people let go. How much threat? Why is the point of him doing a technique if I let go? Right? From here, 1, 2, 3. Now he can feel me. 4. I moved ahead, but how do you feel?
Very light, Sensei.
Now he can practice that. Come on, feel me. So it's a really fine line.